The name of the show is True Story. So we always look for the true story. Now, how do we find the true story? Well, one good place to start is God's Word. Proverbs 18 says, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. And in a lawsuit, the first to speak seems right until someone comes forward and cross-examines. A lot of problems in our country would go away if we just waited a minute and waited for the true story. Does the name Amy Cooper ring a bell? Amy Cooper is the Central Park Karen. There she is. Does that ring a bell? So here's the deal. She's in Central Park with her dog, white woman. A black man, bird watcher, walks by, tells the woman she needs to put her dog on a leash. She flips out, calls police on him. Why? Because he's a black man. And that's America today. The black guy records her calling 911 and then puts it on the internet. Here's the video.
Would you please stop? Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay. He posted that video. Now, unfortunately for Amy Cooper, that happened the same day as George Floyd. So the media put the two together. And they said, well, George Floyd, here's the blatant example of racism in America. But this is also the Karen in Central Park, the more subtle racism that black people experience every day, where you just have an innocent bird watcher, just an innocent black man walking through the park, minding his own business, and this white woman called the cops on him. That's the story. She was fired from her job, whole thing. Barry Weiss did some more investigating. I am extremely impressed with Barry Weiss. She went out on her own and she started her own Substack, and she does fantastic work. I did not know that Barry Weiss used to be a member of Westboro Baptist Church. That's that super hate-filled cult that protests funerals and stuff like that, right? She used to be a member. And I think like her grandfather founded or something. Like she's was in it. So she grew up a life where everything was evil and narratives were very black and white. So because of that, she now questions all the narratives that are a little too neat. You with me? She questions all the narratives that are just too convenient, too tidy, too simple, too black and white. She has a radar for that, where most people don't. Most people go along with it, and they just eat what they're fed. She always questions it. And good for her. This is what she said. She said, when I encounter viral moments like the one involving this, the angel and the villain so neatly laid out, each person frozen in roles in a grand ideological narrative, my first instinct is to ask, what context am I missing here? Wonderful question. What context am I missing? So a couple things of this story that I want to share here, and then we'll talk about why this matters. First, this is what the black man, the bird watcher, posted on his Facebook. Here's his description of the events that transpired right before he took the video. This is what he wrote, okay? Not some other bias, not her, not some other bias. This is what he admits to. Here's the conversation. Me, Ma'am, dogs in the Ramble Park have to be in the leash at all times. The sign's right there. Her, the dog runs are closed. He needs his exercise. Me, all you have to do is take him to the other side of the drive outside the Ramble and you can let him run off the leash all you want. Her, it's too dangerous. Me, look, if you're going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want, but you're not going to like it. What's that? Me to the dog, come here, puppy. He won't come to you. Oh, we'll see about that. I pull out the dog treats I carry for just such intransigence. I didn't even get a chance to toss any treats to the pooch before Karen scrambled to grab the dog. Don't you touch my dog, she says. That's when I started video recording with my phone and when her inner Karen fully emerged and took a dark turn. You kidding me? He threatened her. The video kicks off with her saying, "You're threatening me." And most people just assumed, oh, it was just his presence as a black man. No, he threatened her. I'm going to do what I want and you're not going to like it. No news story mentioned this. Not a single story mentioned what he said to her before the video started. 2 articles reference it in passing. The Washington Post said that the bird watcher asked her to leash her dog and then left out the threat, left out what he actually said. And then the New York Times had a 2,500 word essay where they summarized that conversation as they exchanged words. He quoted it on his Facebook page, they exchanged words. This is from a lawsuit between her and her employer. They fired her over this. One of the testimonies was from a black guy, Jerome Lockett, who goes to that park and said that birdwatcher guy has aggressively shouted and threatened him as well. Here's what he said. He said, when I saw that video, again, black man, when I saw that video, I thought, oh geez, I cannot imagine if he approached her the same way how he has approached me, how she may have genuinely been afraid for her life. If I wasn't who I was, I would have called the police on that guy too. He goes on and says, 2 fellow dog owners have had similar situations with this man, but don't feel comfortable coming forward because they're white. So it's the black guy who's the Karen. There's video of that birdwatcher guy at some park committee Zoom meeting complaining about unleashed dogs in the park. And he carries around dog treats right for this very reason, right? That's the Karen. That black guy's the Karen. Last point, I gotta go. You see the video from his perspective, and she's shouting in the phone, getting louder and louder, more hysterical, crazier. It takes a dark turn. And you wonder, and you're like, wow, the lady's psycho, right? I never even thought to listen to the actual 911 recording, right? I saw her yelling in the phone. That's all I need to hear. No, listen to the actual 911 call.
New York City 911, do you need police, fire, and medical? I'm sorry, your phone is breaking up really bad. I can't hear anything you're saying. Ma'am, I cannot hear anything. The phone is breaking up really bad.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you either.
Okay, but what is your location?
That's why she's getting more frantic and crazy, because the 911 person can't hear her. Remember, this man just came up to her and said, you're not going to like what I do next. So why does this story matter? In short, when villains and heroes are nicely laid out for you, you're probably being manipulated. And we give examples of this every day. Just a real quick one. We're told that evangelical Trump supporters are the ones who are not getting vaccinated. The truth is, it's black people and atheists. There's a mix of everyone who's not getting vaccinated. But the neat and tidy idea that it's white evangelicals who aren't getting vaccinated, it's not true. Question all the simple narratives.
Wow, that was deep and insightful. I want more of that.
Like, subscribe, get more.